Hey everyone, it's Swanton007 here to do another pay-per-view review, getting these out of the way quick sticks. This is the 2006 Royal Rumble. Now before I start, comment, like and subscribe. I'm going to be reviewing this one match at a time. I've just watched the Cruiserweight title match, so let's get into this. Not much of a match, 2.5 stars, nothing really happened. It was fast-paced action. It went for about 10 minutes, something like that. It used its time well, and it was entertaining, but there wasn't really much to it. Paul London did a shooting star press, and Gregory Helms did this awesome neck breaker off the top rope. And yeah, what happened? Gregory Helms ended up stealing the win after Noble hit his finisher, and then the Dragon Sleeper, and then Gregory came in and then hit the Shining Wizard, which looked really good, and then pinned Nunzio, I think. No, not Nunzio. Funaki. He really stole the victory, and he's getting a huge push at this stage. Really, he's just versed Jerry Lawler, and he's just won the Cruiserweight Championship. Something that was interesting is that 2 years ago or something, Jamie Noble was pay-per-view matches for 6 months straight or something, and now look at him, he can't even win a Cruiserweight title. He's got his first match on pay-per-view in 12 months or something. I don't know, whenever the last Cruiserweight thing was. It's really disappointing, and I have never really been a fan of Jamie Noble, but he was pretty big at one stage, and at this stage he's not. Okay, so the next match was Mickie James and Ashley with Trish Stratus as the referee, all setting up for WrestleMania. Very botchy, but I enjoyed it a little bit too much, I think. Overall, I'm going to give it 1.5 stars. Mickie James got the win once she powerbombed Ashley and got the win. Ashley felt really bad when she hit the thing. And yeah, so this is all setting up for WrestleMania. 1.5 stars, that was. So the next match was Boogeyman versus JBL, and this was just a shocker. Boogeyman looked absolutely horrible. He was flip-flopping around, and he was really stiff at the same time. I love the Boogeyman gimmick. I don't like him as a wrestler. He should never be on pay-per-view. He's entertaining, but he's not a main event talent. He should never have a US title. He should never have an Intercontinental title. Maybe if you get the right partner with him, a tag champion. But that's it. He's just a mid-carder that would really go nowhere, and that's what he did in his career. This match was shocking. Boogeyman won with the Boogie Slam in about, I think it was 5 minutes, maybe 7, something like that. He's playing with these stupid little worms, stuffing around with Jillian Hall before the match. So overall I've given this match a 1/2 star. Moving on. Okay, so the next match is the Royal Rumble match, which I have thoroughly enjoyed this year. I thought this was a great Royal Rumble. It really contributed to everyone. It may not have been as star-studded as 2010, I would like to say. 2010 was, I reckon, 10 main eventers was in that one. But this one, still very good. Great to see Rey Mysterio come out. Triple H came out number 1, lasted until number 28. He was number 28 eliminated. Everyone knows Rey Mysterio won for Eddie at number 2 and goes on to WrestleMania to win. But there's some really good action happening here. Something that really pleased me, as everybody knows I'm a big John Morrison fan. Johnny Nitro lasted a while in it, so did Mercury, which was great. It was all sort of leading into the WrestleMania 22 match with everyone trying to eliminate Shawn for Vince so that they could be over, and Vince is going to verse Shawn at WrestleMania 22 in was it Street Fight or something? And yeah, so the last 4 were RVD returned, by the way. So did Goldust, so did Tatanaka. I think is how you pronounce it. They returned, and that was great to see them. RVD got a huge pop. No wonder why he got given the the Money in the Bank briefcase because he just killed it when he came out. The pop that he got is amazing. So that happens, and the last four are Ray, RVD, Randy, Triple H. They all go to the four corners. Ray and RVD team up. RVD gets eliminated. Triple H thing. Mysterio hits a double 619 on them, on Triple H and Randy Orton. Then Mysterio eliminates Triple H. Triple H then attacks Mysterio. Mysterio gets back in the ring and Randy Orton's trying to throw him out, and Rey Mysterio Hurricane runs him over the top rope, which is just great to see because Rey gets the big win. He gets his big break in wrestling. Okay. Overall, I'm going to give the match 3 3/4. I'm so close to giving it a 4, but I'm going to stick with 3 3/4. No, actually, I'm going to give it a 4. It really popped with me. I enjoyed it so much, and I just had a lot of fun watching it. So the next match was John Cena Edge, and I was expecting a lot more from this match, especially from what happens in their rivalry later in the year, which is an amazing rivalry. This match really wasn't that great. It was just the usual Cena match, where Edge just dominated the whole time. He had an awesome spear onto the steel steps onto Cena. Nothing else really happened through the match, and Cena got was pretty much down and did the big Superman return and FU, 5-knuckle shuffle. Then the ref gets distracted by Lita, then an FU, and then an STF. For John Cena's first STF win on pay-per-view, I believe. I was so disappointed with this match. Edge just won the championship. 28 days later, he loses it to Edge. So disappointing. Loses it to John Cena, sorry. It's so disappointing. Would have loved to have seen them going to WrestleMania together. Really made it a bit special. Better than the Triple H... was it... I think it's Triple H Cena? Yeah, well, I've given this match 2 3/4 stars out of 5, just because it's the usual thing, nothing real special to it. Yeah. So the pay-per-view ends with Mark Henry versus Kurt Angle, which is just a disgrace of a main event. I mean, seriously, Kurt Angle, amazing. Like, he can be in the main event any day of the week, but the person who's versing Mark Henry is a disgrace to be in the main event. It was just not fitting. And yeah, the match only went for 10 minutes. Kurt Angle ended up getting the win a little bit cheaply by using the second ring. I forgot what it's called. Like the second ring guard by making it by taking off the pads and drilling Mark Henry's head into it, and then by rolling him up and holding the ropes. But really, this match was just getting ready for the Undertaker feud, which Kurt Angle and the Undertaker were supposed to go to WrestleMania and verse each other, but there was no direction for Rey Mysterio after winning the Royal Rumble if these two would go to WrestleMania and not win and not have the World Heavyweight Championship, because Rey Mysterio can't go up against Cena because they're both faces, so it just wouldn't make sense for Rey Mysterio to go up against him. So they went the way that they went. They put Mark Henry in versing Undertaker in whatever main event. That Undertaker match at WrestleMania is a main event, which was a disgrace, and I felt that Randy maybe should have got the World Heavyweight title off of Kurt Angle in maybe a triple threat match at No Way Out, or a Fatal 4-Way at No Way Out with some other babyface, and setting up for a Randy Orton Rey Mysterio match at WrestleMania, and an Undertaker Kurt Angle match at WrestleMania as well, and that would have been a lot more awesome and really filled the card up a lot more, really built it up. But I'm really excited about the next pay-per-view, No Way Out. The main event is Undertaker versus Kurt Angle, so can't wait for that, guys. I'm a Swanton. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.